Hey guys, and welcome to the building of the 1 in 350 French pre-dreadnought battleship Danton. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to be doing here today, taking her out of her sprues. So let's get these two decks pieces off here to get going. And so how have you guys been lately? Sorry for not updating for a while, but well, life has a way of throwing a bunch of different hurdles at you, and so I kind of been having to deal with that. On other note, for those who are interested, in the community, I currently have a poll going for what ship you guys would like to see me build on the channel in 1 in 200 scale. Currently, there are 3 there. Those are Rodney, Mikasa, and of course, who doesn't know of the Missouri. So, if you're interested in seeing one of those built, please go ahead and head over there and vote on which one you want to see built, and when that's by the end done at the end of next month, whichever one has the most votes will be the one that gets built on the channel. So let's get down to it. Let's see, where did I put that sanding stick at? There it is. So going on here, let's clean off some of these little pricks that come off from taking her off her sprue, the excess little pieces of plastic. Get those cleared off her hull. And well, I can honestly say I had actually thought about going all out on this kit, getting a detailed upset, making her look mighty fantastic, but then I remembered after looking at several videos that for some reason, best known to the dark edges of the modeling world, these ships have practically been forgotten about. There is practically no detailed upsets whatsoever. So that's pretty much done with the hull. Let's open up the instruction book to the first step. And here we go. Got this all opened up. So step 1, so you got A1 and 2. So this is at the front of the hull. And we gotta make some holes. So let's go ahead and do what it asks us to do. So let's see, where is it wanting the hole at? And it is not specific on where it wants this hole to be placed. Interesting. So for now we'll skip that step. I'll probably find out later where exactly that is, but for now we'll skip that and we'll move on to the part where we're putting the hull together. But for now we're gonna skip that. The main reason why I'm gonna skip that for now, basically because when it comes to painting, I actually find it easier if it's a split hull like this to paint the upper part and then the bottom part first, and then everything else can be done on it afterwards. Some people would prefer actually putting her deck together first, but I am not one of those people. So considering at the moment we can actually put on some of her Let's see, paint guide, don't need that. That thing's useless to me. So the first thing we're gonna do, first step, is of course we're going to add the stuff at the bottom of her hull. So first thing it calls for, so we're gonna look at it as if she were hull. Flip this, put it like this. Okay, let's see, put her like that. So, first thing we need is D13 off of D-sprue. Set that to the side. Let's locate D-sprue. And D-sprue is probably at the bottom of the barrel. Let's see, D-sprue, D-sprue. And there went the deck. Pick that up. So, probably gonna give you guys a heads up on how I'm gonna be doing this. So, I've seen many different pictures of her. Here we go, D-sprue. As I was saying, I've seen many different pictures of her. D13 right here. Some of those pictures have her in a almost dark gray, closer to IJN gray, while others have her practically white. So what I've decided to do is when it comes time to paint her, I think I'm gonna go for a lighter shade, not the almost white shade that that some people go for, but also not the dark shade that others go for. Let's see, do I have it here so I could show you guys it? So the gray I'm going to go for, and I'll probably have a lot of people hating on me for it, is I'm going to use a Tamiya neutral gray, this right here. Well, it says that the gray is more for aircraft than it is actual ships. In my honest opinion, does it really matter? In the end, it's our choice as modelers what we want our model to look like, even if it's not 100% accurate. And to be honest, to many of those people that like to rivet counter others, you're never going to get 100% accurate because, well, for one, this was so long ago, anybody that probably served on the ship is dead by now. And any pictures of her are in black and white, so that's left down to speculation. And even those filters that you get in certain apps, there's no telling if those things are actually going to be 100% accurate on what we're actually going to see with her. So let's test this real quick before we add it on. So goes on like that. So what I've decided to do is I'll be doing that shade. And of course I lost my tweezers. There they are. It's not the ones I needed, but they come in handy. So put those to the side, get some modeling glue to hold this, paint this part here, and even then it's so for the lower hull, that's also up to speculation. I've seen a lot of people do it in red and green, and well, due to how later on in World War II I believe they did it. Anyway, don't call me on that. I'm not completely sure. That there are a number of French warships that probably had their lower hulls green. As such, there's no doubt that... Okay, let's scoot that somewhat forward. Okay, it's on there. That's evened out. Yep. So first side of the hull has that piece on it. Let's put the second one on to the other side. So we're gonna need the starboard side, and we're gonna cut out D12 now. And but anyway, in terms of color for the lower hull, I'm going to go with a dark green. Some would probably say it should be lighter, but, well, like I said before, it's my model. I'll do what I think's best for her. And I'm pretty sure many of you also would just make your own decisions anyway. I've heard of, also, in regards to her, I've heard a lot of people actually state that, well, this can be a pig to build, or it could be easy to build. Most of the time, when I've heard the comments about her being a pig to build, it's been mostly due to her photo etch parts. But we won't get into that right yet because, well, today that's not our focus. Our focus is building up the two halves of the hull at the bottom. So that meaning these pieces, and which I'm just gonna call them fins, and her propeller shafts. Grab our good old tester's glue. Get the bubbles out of the way. I will admit, I actually had debated in which ship I had wanted to do for you guys to make. There was the debate really because I had a number of different models I could have done. I at first was thinking of doing the Dragon 1 in 350 Scharnhorst, but I actually balked at it because I'm not the biggest fan of German warships. Well, let me rephrase that. German warships of World War II. Okay, that's on even, so set that to the side again. Next, we're going to bring this part back, and we're gonna make the first of the four rudders. So we're still gonna need D-sprue. But anyway, as I was saying, we're going to do D19 first. But I'm not the biggest fan of World War II German warships, simply in the case of, they've never really appealed to me. Now, if we're talking World War I German warships, then I can definitely say I find those ships far more sleek, beautiful, and a lot less going on them. If I had a choice, actually, if I could choose one German warship to build from World War I and get into my collection and build it, that would be SMS Scharnhorst, the flagship of Admiral von Spee, I believe it was. The ship that fought both Invincible and her sister at the Battle of Coronel. No, sorry, not Coronel. Actually, yeah, Coronel. And also took place at the Battle of the Falklands. Here we go. Wait. Let's see something here. should show where we gotta build it. There's usually, here it is. There's usually, it's very light usually, but there's usually a almost light looking circle or oval like that's on it that tells you exactly where you're putting this piece. So I'm not sure if you guys can see it, so I'll take my pliers. You have your little circle right here, and that circle, which is going to be D18, the end piece, this sits here, and then of course you have the two pieces that's gonna go there. So let's go ahead, grab D18 off its sprue, right here, and cut it out. But yeah, if I could get a hold of any of them, it'd be Scharnhorst. The only problem is, the only model of SMS Scharnhorst that exists is by Cambridge, and it's in resin, which, don't get me wrong, I've built several of their kits. It's just, when it comes to those kits, it's always iffy in my opinion. And I would love if one of the mainstream groups, Trumpeter, Flyhawk, Revel, I'm forgetting one. Which one is it? Flyhawk, Trumpeter, Revel. It's not Airfix. They don't really do ships. In fact, when it comes to Airfix, I think most of their ship kits are practically ancient. In the comments, please let me know some of the other mainstreams, because I would really like to know. I'm surprised I actually forgot, but I would really love for one of them to make a go into World War I and make some of these ships. Okay, that's on. In truth, I would actually prefer it to be Trumpeter, because in my opinion, Trumpeter has some of the better models out there. The only problem I've seen lately with them is that they've been more preoccupied with like paper kits. Like their latest 1 in 350 release, I need the 20. Their latest 1 in 350 release in terms of a battle cruiser was a ship that never actually sailed or was actually ever got off paper, actually. And that was the Barbarossa, which, don't get me wrong, I got the model also because I'm a big fan of battle cruisers. It's just, there's so many different kits out there that could be made, and they're focusing their time on a ship that never actually existed in the first place. And 20, not 20. Yeah, 20, you are, seems like you are this one here. I'll find out in a minute. And it does indeed fit. But like I was saying, there were so many ships that they could build. The R-class battleships. What else? A number of different American battleships, like the rest of the standards. And they could build Barham and Malaya in 1 in 350. Now that would be a dream come true, especially when it comes to Barham. Some would say, why not Warspite? Well, Warspite already has a model. And I've built Warspite. Well, I've built the Academy Warspite. And, scratch that. Go over to this side, scratch it. And, okay, there we go. That's scratched also. And well, I'm about to find out if I actually put these on right, because for some reason this makes me feel like I just put these on completely backwards. Pick you up, and let's see if I built you back put you on here backwards. And I did not? No, I did not. Yes, I put it on right. Okay. Okay, that's on right. I can't do anything about that. And we'll leave the propellers off for later because we still have to paint the lower hull green. So, for now, we shall move on to something else. Now, something I am going to do later, you all probably can see them, the portholes. Yeah, portholes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my drill later, after this episode ends, and I'm going to drill out all of them on both sides of the hull. That way, something I'm thinking of doing, if I can find one, is put an LED strip inside the hull, and then if I can find one, because I really want to do this, and so that when it lights up, it can shine through the actual ship. So put those two to the side for now. Let's see, what else can we work on that isn't just the no, that's going backwards. So let's move along here. And what we're going to do for today, to finish off today anyway, is we're going to do step 9. So what we're going to need is case brew for this part. So something I got asked by someone at work, because I actually talked to one of the guys there. His friend's dad apparently was in World War II, but he's quite the interesting character, to say the least. He enjoys talking about the stuff with me, so what usually happens is he'll ask me what I've done over the weekend. He'll be like, and so I told him about ordering in Danton, and he asked me why the French ship, and I told him why not, and he kept going on about how didn't I already have one, and I'm like, yes, I have Strasbourg. It's just, well, I like pre-dreadnoughts. They all have this uniqueness to them, and that, well, they don't look as busy, in my opinion, as most of them do. So now we need e-sprue so we can put all these things into these tiny holes here. So let's locate that real quick. E-sprue. But yeah, so I really wanted to do a pre-dreadnought, and I thought to myself, what is a pre-dreadnought I can do that was made in plastic? However, that's kind of lowered me in options. There's, of course, the Schleswig Holstein, and of course there is also, hold on a second, E6, is that E6? No, that's E24, so it's these pieces here. Okay, so there's Schleswig Holstein, but which fired the first shots of World War II in the Polish port. However, hold on one second. I was actually not very interested in it because while there is a kit for her in her original configuration, for some reason the original configuration kit is more expensive than her in her later World War II form, and that to me just seemed wrong. You know what? Actually, hold on a second. All of them are E24, so let's just cut all these E24s out real quick. That'll save us some time in adding E24. to the sprue. So E24, I'm pretty sure that's the one with all the turrets on it. So let's grab the E24s out of the box, which is off the side, to the side, off camera. And okay, got them all here. Take E24 off each of them. Okay, could possibly end up taking more than I need, but I'll know exactly which pieces these are. So anyway, where was I? Yeah, more expensive than her in her later World War II look. And I can understand in a way, I guess. Personally, she looked better in her original form than she did later in World War II. Then there's Mikasa, which, as you already know, I plan to do a 1 in 200 video on, but I've also actually already built her from, what is it? It's at the tip of my tongue. Started with an H. Hasegawa. That's right. And I've already built her in 1 in 350. Best decision I made that day. Which after that leaves pretty much, what is it? I think there's a Borodino. A model for 1 or 2 of the Borodinos, which are Russian, and another Russian ship, which is the Tsarevich? I think it's Tsarevich. Okay, let's start getting these on. I'm pretty sure it's Tsarevich. I could be wrong. Please do correct me if I am wrong. And so after Tsarevich would be 2 other pre-dreadnoughts that came from Trumpeter in their, hold on a second, light makes it hard to see, Hobby Boss line, which is the Danton's contemporary. Didn't go down, didn't get any glue on it. Let's see, gets this. Let's try this, which is the Danton's contemporary, Lord Nelson's. You have Lord Nelson and Agamemnon. Funny story with that is that the Lord Nelson was actually the very first ever 1 in 350 I did. However, I will admit I did terrible at it. That kit came out looking dreadful. And actually, one reason why I haven't done a Hobby Boss kit, aside from any Hobby Boss kits, the only other Hobby Boss kit I have made an attempt to do was the Arizona, and that didn't turn out brilliant either. So that actually, you know, after thinking on it, maybe I should actually do another one of the another Lord Nelson, this time Agamemnon, and see how different that build is compared to how her sister went. Okay, that's on there. Let's straighten that up. Okay, sounds like something interesting. Kind of makes me wish I still had the Lord Nelson. That way it could be more of a sign of seeing where I started, where I was the first time I did a 1 in 350 and where I stand now. Okay, that is, straighten that a little bit. Okay, pick this up. Let's see, there's 4 right here on the corners. Let's put those on here first. So something I'm actually quite interested in hearing is, what was the first 1 in 350 ship any of you have ever done? And did it turn out as you thought it would, or did it turn out better or worse? And I don't know. I have no fear to say that mine turned out worse. So go ahead and unload some laundry. Let us hear, we're all friends. And, well, that just, yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, that just, oop, hold on a second. Let's pick this up real quick, see. That did not want to stay down. And hold on 1 second, that's not in the hole. There we go. Is it in the hole now? Yes, it is in the hole. So, point that up. That actually makes me really want to do a... Uh-oh, sounds like the dog's in trouble again. But yeah, that actually makes me want to do another Lord Nelson battleship. But if you guys are interested in a 1 in 350 that you think, pre-dreadnought, that you want to see appear on the channel, go ahead and let me know about it in the comments. If you guys have any tips for building on Danton, I'm also interested to hear on how the build went for you guys. And if you've heard of any companies that's released any kind of detailed upset for her. Let's get these corners again on this side. Okay, that's on there. Okay, that's on there. Let's get some more glue. And, well, something that definitely would make me extremely happy. In fact, I'd probably go after it straight right away. Is if an outclassed had come out by one of the... I know somebody at one time actually attempted a turning one of the Queen Elizabeths. I think it was a 1 in 700 Malaya into a Royal Sovereign. And actually, it looked mighty darn good in my opinion, but at the same time, I'm not a expert in things involving naval matters. So what I thought probably looked awesome, some others would say there was probably some major different issues, such as the difference in the ship's length and a whole bunch of other little things. But I still give my kudos to that guy for actually trying to do something like that. Small pieces, tedious work, but well, Rome wasn't built in a day, so can't exactly say that time and effort doesn't make a nice looking model. You rush something, you're gonna make a mistake. Definitely something I learned early on. Let's put this here. No. And, crap. And almost made one there, so let's get you back on here, right here. Hopefully there's still glue on you. Okay, let's see. Do we have... No, we still have... What? No. Okay, so there's wool. Is there... No, I think that's a hole for a mast. Give me one moment here. Yep, that's a mast hole. So so far it looks like we have one spare E20. And that, folks, is why you careful when you do this, because you could end up knocking a piece sideways without noticing it. And, oops, like I just did there, with multiple parts turning sideways. So put a little bit more glue on this piece here. Turn this part back around. And let's get it on there. No. Don't try and take it away. Straighten that up. And nope. Some issues I've been having lately with Tamiya light cement is it does not want to hold the parts down for some reason. Like, it'll hold for maybe a few days or so, but once any kind of real weight starts getting pushed on something, for example, when I was building my St. Louis kit from Airfix, I used it several times, and well, a number of pieces constantly kept getting knocked off, and that was a headache in itself. So, okay, so anyway, back on the subject of the actual model real quick, and let's see. No, that's D sprue. I need C sprue. Pretty sure I do not have C sprue. Yeah, that I have C sprue. So I need C9 for this next part. Can't do anything with that right at the moment because that's C9. However, C9 is wrong sprue. That's for a different model. Oops. That's B sprue. I was wondering why I couldn't find what I was looking for on it. It's because I didn't have the right sprue. And let's see, go through all this. E. Look for the smaller sprue. That's G. That one's probably G. Yep. Nope. And that leaves one last sprue right down here. Something I did notice when I was messing with this model, let's see, hold on one second. Yep, C sprue. Is that, well, this. What the heck am I supposed to do with this? This is something you would see on a 1 in 700 scale. I'm sorry. I highly doubt you're getting a 1 in 350 to sit on this. So while useful for later, I'm actually kind of happy that I currently have, hold on a moment here, spare. Left over from another model I did. And painted it gray. I'm thinking about turning these parts here brown. That way, it will actually look like blocks that the ship's sitting on. So, put that to the side. So what were we? Ah, yes, C9. Let's see. Here we go, right here. So let's get that off here. And it's not wanting to cooperate with me. Something I want to look into later is if there's anything, any 1 in 350 figures I can use for this, because a lot of its parts are cut out. It's not having to add stuff to it. So making it to where it looks like, when, for example, if the lights turn on and I have them sitting inside, where you can actually see the sailors going about their business. Okay, that's on there. Next piece that it wants us to use is photo etch. A little ladder. Okay, let's see, where is our photo etch that we get in this kit? So we get one big sheet of photo etch and we get one small sheet of photo etch. And that's photo etch A29. So that's B set. That would mean I need this one here. And so of course it is not gonna be simple as just moving a little flap. Ooh, I got a chain in here. Didn't know that. Thank you, Hobby Boss. It's so kind of you to send me a chain. So nice of them. Also saves me time having to mess with that. So let's cooperate with me. Bag. Okay, there we go. Throw that over there. Put this here. Move the instruction manual a little up. Get this back up. Oh, crap, I forgot about that. Useful, but at the same time, headache inducing is this stuff they use to cover the photo etch. It can be nothing but a straight up pain in my behind. And it does not want to cooperate with me. Let's see. Should have done this earlier. Okay, I think I got it. Yes. Yes, I did. Okay, first side of the photo etch is loosened. Garbage you go. And with the first side loosened, that makes the second side easier to grab. Because now it's not all locked together. Okay, so we need A29. Where's our hobby knife? Scoot the instructions up slightly, get this, move it forward, and we need A29 right here. This is the part we need here. And of course we gotta try and do this carefully because the parts like to fly if you put too much force in them. Okay, that's that. Get some super glue carefully. And where did, there they are. Toothpick method. Get some super glue right here. Ooh, too much. Okay, put the super glue there. Lift this piece up here. It looks like it goes right here down the middle. Put the super glue on there first. Then we grab this. Hopefully it doesn't try anything. And then we put it on. Straighten it up. And voila! First piece of photo etch on and secured. That's that. Let's see now. Where did I set that thing? Here we go. Pin. Why do I have a pin? Because we're going to be doing this. Pretty much we're just, so we don't make the mistake of accidentally trying to redo a step. Okay, next we need B. So B1, B I keep have stuck over by me, and that's, yep, that's right here. So it'd be this piece here. Yeah, B1. Yep, that's B1. So get as close as we can here. Snip. Snip. Look at the bottom. Yep, there's leftover. Get that stuff off. I've had too many models, both in 1 in 700 and 1 in 350, that don't want to sit down because they're because I accidentally left those on. So that's something to learn. Next is back to K. Where did my part go? Actually, no. Hold on one moment, guys. Sorry about that. Talking a lot since I'm not used to it makes my throat all scratchy, so I need to get a drink of my drink. Where did K go? I feel like I'm missing something. Where did K sprue go? That's D. That's D sprue. Where is K sprue? Is this K? No, that's H. Ah, here it is. K sprue. Right here. I should have noticed that because those pieces are on it. So, take this off. Take that off. And here's this. Pop you out. And of course, I didn't apparently cut it all. Okay, I didn't cut the last part right there. Okay. I was wondering why I didn't want to move. So that's off. And, okay, let's do this. Get our bigger bottle of super glue. Put some glue. Hold on 1 second. Uh-oh. And one thing to worry about always when you're using tube glue is if the glue tip dries, then you have to worry about the piece coming out, the thing coming and overflow. Set that back down, clean this off again, and okay, there's glue on those two. Pick this part up and let's see if we can't set this on here without it causing us undue headache. And there we go. And there it is on. Yay. And with that, we are done with, where'd my pen go? We are done with this piece. I closed it. We are done with that piece. And now we are on the last part for the day, which is doing these bracing. So step first is we need A6. So let's see, A6 would be this piece here. Take it off. Oop, lucky for us, that didn't go flying. Do that, okay. We got that. And, haha. Let's see. And I think, yeah, we got it facing the right way. Oh, do that, pick you up. Tilt that so this part is, and let's see if I can't get this onto this line here. And, well, I didn't put any glue onto the back end, so okay, I can't. I had to put some glue on the back end to hold it in place. So run it along like that. Pick this part back up. Let's see, luckily there's already some glue here. And it's crooked. Okay, we have the first one almost there. And that's probably the best we're going to be able to get it. That's why the back end is... There we go. First one on. So, A6. And it has A15 and A5. So we need the other A6 first. We're gonna do both ends first. It's as it says. Ooh. We're gonna do both ends first. That way, since it's both sides, that means all these pieces are identical on them. We're going to keep going and add another few drops here, few drops here. Put a little too much on this side. Okay, that one's on. So that means that the A15, okay, so that's, oh boy, this is gonna be tedious, even I can admit that. Originally the plan was do this all together, then we'd put it all together and we'd do that for the day, but I'm gonna leave you guys all here where we have the start of the bridge deck. I believe this is the bridge deck. And when we return in a few days, the hull will be painted, the bridge deck will be done, and then we can move on from there. But anyway, I hope you guys all have a nice day, a nice week. Look after yourselves, take care, and yeah, Godspeed. And this is Captain Charlemagne. I am signing off.